Welcome to Community Taekwondo. I am Lisa Kate, and in tonight's clip we are going to be looking at double stepping into the front stance with our techniques. We're also going to be looking at step through and punch. And if you guys know that turn low block, step through punch, turn low block, step through punch, should sound pretty familiar to you as Choon Ji pattern. So let's get going. Feet together, journey up, konye. We are going to look at some of the basics of this technique. I'll start from my parallel ready position. Now my parallel stance is going to be feet shoulders width apart. So my heels are directly underneath my shoulders. And when I step into my front stances, that is the width I want to maintain. So let's go ahead and look at a turn into a front stance. I'm going to put my hands on my hips, and the leg is going to lift. It's going to hover around where it's going to land, and I'm going to pivot this foot into my front stance as I bend most of my weight over the knee. I'm also setting straight over my torso straight up. It's not leaned over, it's not leaned back. My back leg is pushing me into my front stance. Now when we do our double step, we're going to do a parallel double step today into the front stance. We come back to that parallel position, and then we do the same thing on the other side. We're going to step and then push that weight in there. Go ahead and do that with me a couple of times. Put your hands on your hips. Take your step all the way around and push into it. When you land, you're going to bend your knee at the very end. Now, go to this double step and put it around that way. Very nice. Choon Ji. Parallel, ready position, double guarding blocks. Up! Turn, front stance, low block. Warming up our low block. My hand is going to come up to my opposite ear. I'm going to push it down. It's going to come about 2 to 4 inches from my knee, and it's going to do that parry pop at the end. Now, I do not want to sling it over this way. I want to make sure that it stays this way. If I can see anything through this arm, then you need to adjust that block back over your knee. So, from this position, let's just go ahead and warm up the low block. On count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now watch my double step. Come back to parallel. And as I do, I'm going to load this hand to the opposite ear. I'm going to step out into the front stance and low block. Just warming up the low block. Just focus on the low blocking hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Double step, turn, and low block. Now I want you to pay attention to this hand. It's going to load here, and as I step out, it's going to come back to the side simultaneously with the low block. So let's look at that on the other side. Double step with me, come back. This hand's coming over the body. Load and pop. Double step low block on count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Burrow. Show. Very nice. We're going to add on to that now with a step through punch. I'm going to explain that punch a little bit more in detail before we go through our count, so relax just a minute. from my front stance, low block. The hand that's doing the low block will be coming up and making the reach. You can go ahead and do this with me. Now, as I step, I'm going to let my feet come to about midway. Then I'm going to set my rotation and land and pop. Okay, so let's go ahead. Now we're going to make a turn. We're going to make a 180-degree turn. Load it, drop, block, reach, come to center, rotate, and punch. May have cut out the camera a little bit there for you, but you get the idea. Let's do that on count. Choon Ji. Turn, front stance, low block. Reach, step through, punch. Turn, front stance, low block. Step through and punch. On the 1 count, I'm going to adjust here so I don't run off the camera space. On the 1 count, turn and low block. 1. On the 2 count, step through, punch. 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm going to put it all together on count. It's going to look like this. Here, here, then another count. I'll turn back to get with you. On count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, burrow, show. All right, quarantinis, that is a good practice for you to do, especially your white belts, so you can get used to your Choon Ji pattern. Again, the Regis Taekwondo Center has posted some patterns, and I would highly encourage you guys to go out there. Not too sure what all ranks we have, but if your pattern is out there, or if our self-improvement patterns are out there, please go ahead and start warming them up. Looks like we're going to get closer and closer each day to when all this is going to be over with, and we'll be back together. So make sure you're warming up so it won't be shock when you come back to class. Thank you very much for watching, and subscribe to the channel and donate if you so desire. Feet together. Choon Ji.